Long ago in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule and release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, a really old game made for the Super NES in 1991, which was awesome. This is actually one of my favorite Zelda games. As you can see, I have a practice file already. We're going to start a new file here. So this game, in terms of the timeline of Zelda, is really early, and it's also freaking amazing. How should I go about this? You know what, just Sal. No, because that's what they're going to be calling us the whole game. I obviously have this planned out really well. You know what, that's fine, I don't care. We won't see our name very much anyway. Let's start it.
Help me! Please help me! I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me.
I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Well, you know what we do when we're told not to leave the house? We leave the house. So now we finally have control of Link. So right off the bat, we have a couple of very simple things to do. We can move around, we can pick up pots with the use of the A button, and we can open chests. And this chest is the lantern, your first item. You got the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in the darkness. This item you don't have to pick up here. You can pick it up later, and I will show you all the spots that you can pick it up. For now, we just need to head to the castle so we can save Zelda, because we were the one that got that message, not our uncle, who is the guy that left. Hey, can we go through? Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. Alright. No. So, you may be wondering, oh, I thought you were already doing like 3 other projects at the current moment. Well, I can't really upload those for some unknown reasons to you. I know why I can't. So I'm just going to pretty much do this as a filler. And since I really love the game, ought to be fun. Ugh, CL, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Well, we're a rebel. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power on the blade, hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. You can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... Zelda is my what? Zelda is my what? Okay. So now we have the sword. With the B button, you can swing the sword, and as you can see, you always have the shield up in front of you, so you don't really have to press a button for the shield. It'll automatically block things if you're not moving or doing anything. And these are the first enemies we're fighting. Soldiers of the king. So we're kind of like an outlaw now. Anyway, this area over here is the second area where you can get the lantern. If you open up this chest, it gives you 5 rupees if you already have it. And the lantern can, of course, light up these areas if they're too dark for you. And there will be some areas later in the game where you have to. Well, you don't have to, but it's really hard without it. Anyway, now that we have our sword, we can kind of force our way into the castle. Oh God, this is a situation. Get out of here. Yeah, the beginning of the game is probably the hardest part of the game for me. Well, not really the hardest part, but like it's the hardest to live because you only have 3 hearts. I mean, later in the game you have like 20 hearts, and it's not, it's not a problem at all. But for now, let's go and try and find Zelda, because that's what our uncle actually told us to do. Go ahead and sidestep all these guys. Hearts here if you want them. Pots do a lot of damage, so if you want to kill something, throw a pot at it. They actually do twice the damage your sword does, so it's really useful. I think the lantern can do damage, but I'm not going to test that out. In this chest, we have a map. Usually, I'm not going to pick up the maps or the compasses in the levels. But for right now, I think I will, just to show it off. Actually, you know what? I'll show off the map right now. Oh. So here we have the map. We have several floors of this area. Some we won't be to in a really long time. For right now, we're in the basement floor, trying to find Zelda because she was locked in the dungeon. You can throw... Does pots kill these in one shot? Oh wow, it does triple the damage of your sword, because I think those... guys take 2 or 3 hits, so yeah. Pots are strong, and you can also knock them off for insta-kill, but you don't get their drops if they drop anything. Alright, coming over here, getting closer to Zelda by the second. Some people may know that I'm really into speedrunning some games, and this is one of them, but I will be playing this as casually as I can stand to for the moment. Because, I don't know, I don't like watching speedruns for Let's Plays. I just like watching speedruns for speedruns, and I'm almost dead. If this guy touches me, I'm dead. That's no bueno. Anyway, and here we have our second item, the boomerang. It's actually the dungeon item. You could call this a dungeon, I guess. We can go into our inventory here. We have 2 items, and it shows us our equipment down in the bottom right, and dungeon items we have. Other dungeon items that will go down there are also the compass. If I die, I swear to God, I'm restarting this recording, because I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm not dying on the first episode. Alright, come on down here, and what do we have? We have the most important room in the whole game. Actually, it's there to send you down to basement floor 3, because there's nothing else on this floor except for Zelda. Go ahead and kill this guy. And in here we have hearts, thank God. Over here, this guy, usually he swings a chain Morning Star around. Usually the strategy for taking this guy out is just throw all the pots at him. But lately in speedrunning, it's been better to just throw 1 pot at him and then swipe at him with your sword. That what we got there is called the big key, and it pretty much opens everything in the dungeon, most everything. Most everything that you don't need small keys for. And that's another spot where you can get the lamp if you don't have it. Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be getting close. Listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is a inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. I can talk. Do you understand? Not at all! And then she just tells us the same thing. Yeah, always press yes. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go! Let's go! Alright, so now we escort Zelda around. Don't worry, there's nothing like, you don't have to protect her or anything. She can die for all we care. Actually, she can't die because she's immortal. Pretty much. We can still die though, which is sad. But there's not really a problem going back, seeing as you already killed all the soldiers. Or maybe you haven't, because I left these 2 guys here. Usually you can sneak around them. Oh, I killed one of them, I guess. Yeah, whenever you're speedrunning the game, the tactic is to kill the least amount of enemies as you can. So you don't, like, it's avoiding conflict so you don't waste time. But, you know, might as well kill him for fun. Oh, this guy responds. What a jerk. Alright, back up to the first floor. I will take the right path just to show you what it is. Because you can go the left or the right path, whichever you want. But usually I just take the left path. And it's good to note that you cannot throw pots down floors. Yes, you can, but it doesn't work. It doesn't hit anything. And more hearts if you need them. And you can't walk through doors with pots also. I have a feeling I'm going the long way around this. Yeah, I am. Rupees. You want to collect as many rupees early in the game as you can, because you are going to need them. Trust me. We're not going out there yet. So we're going to come down here. And this is the main room that we were in before. Secret passage to the throne room that leads to Sanctuary. I'm sure the old man can help us. Yeah, that's where we're going. So we go to the throne room, which is up here. And since the king is dead, he will not be here. The intro actually showed a skeleton of him. That confused me as a kid. I'm like, what is that? Ornamental shelf should be open. Do you have a light? Pitch dark inside and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push from the left. Most kids, if they couldn't read, this is the part that got them. I swear, it's so much easier to push it out of the way on the Game Boy version. It's faster, at least. Alright, so this area is dark, but if you know the path, it's easy enough. You can... Hold on, I'll show it off. You can light up these things to show the way, but I don't usually need to. Because, it's annoying this has... how I have memorized. I hate this room. I hate this room with a passion. So many snakes. Usually I get owned in that room. Yeah, down here is where I usually die if I do. Oh, God! Okay, there's a key over here. Yeah, it's really easy to memorize this first area if you play it enough times, which I have. And go to the left here. Passing through these sewers, we'd be very close to the sanctuary. Let's go! And rats can't go in water. Rats can actually give you a really good item drops, or money drops, if you play your cards right. Or get lucky enough, rather. Die. I hate that bad. Always gets me. I think you're... No, you're not the one. Hold on. Are you the one with the key? Yes, you are. I'll take that. And hopefully not get hit by anything else. Thank you. And we are closing in on it. Not very far to go. Oh, just murder everything in there. For some reason, I'm not getting any drops here. It's kind of making me sad. Although I'm glad I haven't been taking too much damage. Get out of my way. 2 switches in here. You pull the one on the right, snakes get lifted into this room. Or you pull the one on the left, snakes get put into the room. So always pull the right. And you'll know it's the right switch if Zelda says something before you pull it. So you don't really have to remember that's the right switch. Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing? Yes, it is. Yes, it was he who helped me from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the Seal of Wise Men will open. You must not let the land of Hyrule fall into wizard's clutches. If he releases the Seal of the 7 Wise Men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. I sense a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. Duh. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I'll mark his house on your map, but watch every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Yes, I do. Alright, and after that, you get a complete heart container. Alright, so I think that'll do it for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. So, I will leave it all off here, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.